Welcome to Rethink Your Perspectives blog, your trusted space for unlocking potential, empowering mindsets, building productive habits, and boosting motivation. Today we're exploring the rise of flexible working, its benefits and challenges, and how to create freedom with structure for sustainable productivity and well-being. Don't forget to join the mailing list on the website for weekly updates and powerful tools to support your growth. We hope that you get some benefit from these blog posts, and we would love to hear your thoughts. Don't hesitate to like, share, and comment at the links at the bottom of the post. The rise of flexible working. In just a few short years, the way we work has changed dramatically. What was once seen as a perk or an exception has now become an expectation for many. The pandemic accelerated a shift that was already underway, bringing flexible working firmly into the mainstream. Hybrid roles, remote work, flexible hours, and results-based contracts are now part of everyday working life. For many people, this change has brought a new sense of freedom. Freedom from long commutes, rigid schedules, and the traditional 9-to-5 structure. But with that freedom has come a new set of challenges. Boundaries have blurred, work has crept into personal time, and many people feel they are always on, even when they're technically off the clock. Flexibility has huge potential, but only when it's supported by the right mindset, habits, and structures. Without those, freedom can quietly turn into overload. The benefits of flexible working. When done well, flexible working can be transformative for both individuals and organisations. It allows people to design their work around their lives rather than forcing life to fit around work. Some of the most powerful benefits include autonomy and control. Flexibility gives people more control over when, where, and how they work. This sense of autonomy is strongly linked to motivation and engagement. When people feel trusted to manage their time, they tend to take greater ownership of their work. Also benefits in increased job satisfaction. Having flexibility often leads to higher satisfaction at work. People can align their working hours with their energy levels, family commitments, or personal priorities, reducing stress and improving overall well-being. Also creates stronger loyalty and retention. Employees who feel supported through flexible working arrangements are more likely to stay. Loyalty grows when people feel their employer recognises them as human beings, not just job titles. And it also improves productivity. Contrary to old assumptions, flexibility doesn't reduce performance. In many cases, it improves it. When people work in ways that suit them, focus deepens and efficiency increases. Flexibility at its best creates space for people to do their best work and still have energy left for life beyond it. The challenges when flexibility becomes a trap. Despite its benefits, flexible working isn't without its challenges. In fact, many of the problems people experience today stem from too much flexibility without enough structure, such as blurred boundaries. When home becomes the office, it's harder to switch off. Work emails are checked in the evening, messages answered at weekends, and the line between work and rest becomes increasingly unclear. There's also the always-on culture. Flexibility can quietly turn into expectation. If you can work anytime, it can feel like you should. This creates pressure to be constantly available, leading to fatigue and resentment. And it also creates isolation and disconnection. Remote or hybrid work can reduce informal connection, the chats, check-ins, and sense of belonging that come from shared spaces. Without intention, people can feel disconnected from colleagues and culture. But know that these challenges don't mean flexibility is the problem. They mean flexibility needs to be handled thoughtfully. The mindset for successful flexible working. To make flexible working truly work, mindset matters just as much as logistics. Freedom without responsibility quickly becomes chaos. Freedom with structure creates flow. 3 mindset shifts are particularly important. Number 1, self-discipline over self-pressure. Flexible working requires self-discipline, not self-punishment. This means setting clear expectations for yourself and honouring them, rather than working endlessly to prove your value. Number 2, clear communication. Flexibility thrives on clarity. Being clear about availability, priorities, and deadlines prevents misunderstandings and reduces stress on everyone involved. And 3, structure creates freedom. Paradoxically, structure is what allows flexibility to feel freeing rather than overwhelming. When your days have rhythm and boundaries, flexibility becomes supportive instead of draining. With the right mindset, flexible working becomes a tool for well-being and performance, not a source of pressure. Some practical tips for remote or hybrid working. Whether you work fully remotely or in a hybrid role, these practical strategies can help you make the most of flexible working without burning out. Firstly, set consistent routines. Flexibility doesn't mean randomness. Having a loose daily routine, a start time, focus periods, breaks, and a finish time, helps your brain switch into and out of work mode more easily. Define clear stop times. Decide when your workday ends and stick to it. Create a simple end-of-day ritual, such as shutting down your laptop or writing tomorrow's top priorities to signal that work is done. Design a dedicated workspace. If possible, create a specific space for work, even if it's just a corner of a room. This physical separation helps create psychological boundaries between work and rest. Also make a plan for focus and recovery. So block time for deep work and for breaks. Short walks, screen-free lunches, or moments of stillness support concentration and prevent mental fatigue. And limit your digital noise. Turn off unnecessary notifications and avoid checking emails outside working hours. Flexible working works best when attention is protected. These small adjustments create stability, which is essential for sustainable flexibility. But there's also the employer's role. Trust and accountability. Flexible working isn't just an individual responsibility. Organisations play a crucial role in shaping whether flexibility feels empowering or exhausting. Healthy, flexible work cultures are built on trust, trusting people to manage their time and deliver outcomes. Micromanagement erodes the benefits of flexibility faster than anything else. Also, clear expectations. Define what success looks like. When goals and responsibilities are clear, people can work flexibly without second-guessing themselves. Also, looking at results over presence. Focus on outcomes, not hours logged. Measuring productivity by visibility undermines the purpose of flexibility. And also modelling healthy behaviour. Leaders set the tone. When leaders respect boundaries, take breaks, and switch off, others feel permission to do the same. When employers invest in trust and accountability, flexible working becomes a win for everyone. So why flexibility needs structure? One of the biggest misconceptions about flexible working is that it means less structure. In reality, flexibility works because of structure, not in spite of it. Structure provides predictability in unpredictable environments, boundaries that protect well-being, and rhythm that supports focus and recovery. Without structure, flexibility leads to longer hours, poor mental health, and diminishing returns. With structure, it supports balance, engagement, and long-term performance. So what do you think? There's no doubt that flexible working is here to stay. It reflects a deeper shift in how we think about work, well-being, and success. But flexibility alone isn't enough. True freedom comes from combining flexibility with intention, boundaries, and structure. It's about working in ways that support your energy, your values, and your life, not just your workload. When done well, flexible working creates space for better focus, stronger relationships, and more sustainable success. The future of work isn't about choosing between freedom and structure, it's about learning how they work best together. If this has inspired you to rethink your own flexibility towards your role, explore my other posts in the Knowledge Centre on the website. Or to learn more about how I can help you apply these principles in your own life, you can message me here, connect on social media, or book a free discovery call. To your continued success, Jaiye. Rethink your perspective.